What's going on, guys? Welcome to a super late stream. I titled it MMA Joey After Dark just for the lulz. If you're in the Discord, you already know. As soon as I ended the other stream, probably within a half hour to 45 minutes, I went right to sleep. I was pretty tired. And I'm a person that doesn't sleep that much. So when you go to sleep at whatever the time that was, what was it, 10 o'clock or 10:30? What happens is I wake up a couple hours later and I'm wide awake. So I literally just woke up maybe 30 minutes ago. I was debating about taking a shower and then, doing a video. I was even thinking about taking my dog for a walk because I knew I wasn't going to be able to fall back asleep. But instead, I jump on here for your guys' enjoyment. And here I am. And also, I'm morbidly curious of who's going to show up at this time, because there's probably people who live in a different country who never tune into the live streams that may tune in just randomly because of what time of day it is. So we'll see who all shows up. I put in the title, Edwards stripped with a question mark. Could they strip Leon Edwards for refusing to fight Colby? We'll talk about that. We'll talk about Costa versus Chimaev, because that's a real potential now that Paulo Costa signed a new contract. And we'll also talk about Marlon Vera versus Cory Sandhagen for this Saturday, UFC San Antonio predictions. And it's funny that you guys are all just joining. There's probably some names that aren't usually here that are here for this stream. But yeah, as usual, you guys put questions in the chat and I will answer those questions. So whatever you guys want to discuss, I am here to discuss that. But do me a favor and make sure you like the stream. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And also, let me go do something really quick before I forget. Of course, I can't do it yet. Okay, so never mind. But yeah, so we'll see who joins up for this super late live stream, and we'll see what you guys have to say at this hour. It is 3 a.m., which is insane to me. And I literally just jumped out of bed. I said, you know what? I'm not even changing my shirt. I'll put on the same shirt I had on. And here I am. So whatever you guys want to discuss, I'm here to discuss it. I really don't care. I'm actually more awake than I was. I'm close to more awake than I was when I did the live chat earlier, because I was kind of tired when I did the live chat earlier. The title with a laughing face. Yes. Yeah, so I see somebody say, and wait, so Joe, you're wide awake, not even a tad tired. I am still like a little bit groggy because I just woke up, but for the most part, I'm not tired at all. Like I literally was just like, okay, am I just going to lay here and then eventually get up? After this, I'll probably shower, maybe do a video if I have time, and then I'll go about my day. So, yeah, that's it. I'm not really tired at all. Just a little bit groggy because considering I just woke up. Let me minimize this page. And I'm honestly just curious how many people show up for this stream. I'm already surprised that there's over 30 people in here, to be honest. What's up, DJ Zero? What's up, Lord Kratos? Some dude said clickbait. Okay, whatever. Joey Live, only 12 my time. Oh, that's true. 12 in Cali, huh? You're fried? Yeah, I'm definitely fried. Yeah, I don't drink. I don't drink or smoke. So 3M stream, let's go. No way. Constantly growing's hyped. Costa got a new deal done. That's good. Yes, Costa got a new deal. And I'm wondering if it's going to be Costa versus Chimaev. That would be a big fight. You just made my night at work, bro. Happy to make your night, DJ Zero. They won't strip him. Colby will just get an interim title fight with some washed up or fighter on a losing streak. Can you imagine they do Colby versus Jorge 2 for an interim title? Oh my goodness. That'd be insane. What's up, Blaze 1? Super late? You mean really early? That is true. Yeah, the power naps is how I live my life. Which probably isn't good, but it is what it is. We're not worried about it. We're sitting here having a MMA discussion at 3 a.m. You have a better camera than Guru? Okay. I have a better camera than any MMA YouTuber. Okay, maybe not a better camera, but better picture quality, because I set the white balance. I have it all calibrated. I have a beautiful 16 millimeter 1.4 lens, and I set it all up properly and have proper lighting. So that's really it. I got the best picture quality on MMA YouTube. I got 4K content. I put out almost every video is in 4K. Unless I'm in a rush to get a video out, it's all in 4K now because my computer's so fast, but YouTube takes so long to process 4K. Joey, it's my bedtime, so I got to go on my phone to watch in my room. How do you usually watch is the real question. How long have I been an MMA fan? Since 2010, so 13 years. 13 years I've been an MMA fan. I needed this. I'm happy to provide it. Nothing better than pleasuring dozens of men at the 3 a.m. hour. Nothing better. How people count sparring as beating someone. Chimaev said he smashed Prohaska. It's me like saying I beat Messi by defending against him in practice. Yeah, I think people look like idiots when they say stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I beat him in sparring. Oh, congrats. 9:04 p.m. in HIUSA. I don't know what that is. It ain't Power Slap. It's Power Nap. That is true. Power Nap Season 1. Joey After Dark. I like it. Do you watch The Weasel? I do not. I do not watch The Weasel. I barely even knew of his existence before I started my YouTube channel. For some reason, and I've talked about this many of times, for some reason, people think like all these different MMA YouTubers are like, oh, if you're a hardcore fan, you definitely know who this MMA YouTuber is. I really didn't know anyone outside of Ariel, which I don't even consider Ariel MMA YouTuber. Luke, which I don't consider Ariel MMA YouTuber. And I'm trying to think. James Lynch, and that's really it. And that's it. I mean, these guys, these fan bases of MMA YouTubers who think they're like some end all be all of the MMA community, for me is just a joke, because I'm the hardcore of all hardcores right here. Not that I'm saying they're not, but I'm just saying I never even knew they existed until people are mentioning them in my chat, and they think. There's people that comment on my videos. You copied this guy, I remember when I first started my channel. People were saying, "Oh, you copied, this guy. I'm not even gonna mention his name on the Diego Sanchez stuff." I never even heard of his name in my entire life. And I think the Weasel is one of the larger MMA YouTubers. I had barely heard of him, like very vaguely had heard of him before I started my channel, like just barely. Like I wouldn't have been able to name him, but now that I see what kind of videos he does, I know. That I seen him before I started my channel, if that makes sense. So, no, I do not watch The Weasel. I don't watch really anyone. There's a couple MMA YouTubers I pop into their streams, kind of friends, kind of like, not really friends with them, but kind of acquaintances with them, just because they know my channel, I know their channel, and I'll pop in real quick and say what's up and talk a little MMA, just for the hell of it, just for fun. But I don't ever watch really any videos. Like, I've said this a million times. Some of you guys probably get tired of hearing it every time I get asked one of these questions. I don't even watch the countdowns most of the time. I don't even watch the embeddeds. It's just, I'm a hardcore fan, but I don't care about that type of stuff. I usually watch on my computer set up in my kitchen dining room area. So like Jack, as you're watching this stream, there's other people like walking by, seeing what you're listening to. Late night MF stream. Did you just wake up? Yes, I did. I did just wake up. I watch on my monitor. Joey After Dark. I like it. Cheeto or Sandy? Why are you calling him Sandy like he's Sandy's Cheeks from SpongeBob? Let's calm down with the Sandy remarks. I got to go Sandhagen. I have a full breakdown and prediction out on the channel. I got to go Cory Sandhagen. More variety of attack, better strength to schedule, decent power, decent leg kicks, and decent movement, good footwork, good head movement, and a little bit more technical in the striking, but he also has those flashy spinning techniques that can KO you as well. So there's a lot to have to respect about Cory Sandhagen, and I think he gets it done against Cheeto unless Cheeto finds a finish. Definitely need more After Dark streaks. Joey, Leon is stripped? No. We're talking about, will the UFC strip him if he refuses to fight Colby, is what the reason I put it in the stream. I just threw the stream together in 10 seconds. Calm down. There's clearly a question mark here. That means I'm asking the question, okay? God damn, Joey, it's 3 a.m. The grind is real. That is for sure. I wonder if anyone will find the channel at this hour and subscribe to their channel. Yeah, if you guys want more 3 a.m. streams, feel free to steal your mother's credit card at this late hour and super chat $500 if you want more 3 a.m. Streams. Late night streams, yes. Do you like listening to Luke Thomas? I do not. And I don't listen to anyone. I genuinely don't listen to anyone. When the Weasel said Figgy beats O'Malley, that sounds crazy. Do you ever watch Jesse on Fire? No. Absolutely not. I've seen his Diego Sanchez stuff because people kept telling me I was copying his stuff, but that's it. I can't. That's a different set of MMA YouTube. That's more like MMA soap opera type YouTuber, influencer type YouTube stuff. Caring about the fake boxing and stuff. And I don't watch that type of stuff. I don't even care about, actual MMA content, let alone people, who talk about, that type of stuff. I don't care. I can't stomach that type of stuff. Weasel has terrible takes just like Lucas Tracy. Okay. Good to know. Now I got my headphones in, but mainly my house is pretty chill. We out here after dark. That we are. Are all welterweights suddenly awake because they assume Leon is silent? He is a weaker opponent than Kamaru. Yes. And they say, oh, Khamzat went up. Now I want a title shot. It's only 12 here on the West Coast. That is true. Jorge was on Rogan. He's delusional. Yeah, Congressman Jorge. He's always delusional. Do another collab with Lynch maybe soon. Sleep stream after? Nah, I'm not even going to sleep after this. I'm going about my day after this. If anything, I'll sleep for maybe an hour, but I doubt I even do that. So what I'm probably going to do after this stream is I may shower, I may record a video, and then I'll leave my house about 7 a.m. So I'm just a maniac. Look, when you're crazy up here, anything is possible. I'll tell you that much right now. I'm a wild man. They always seem to say we don't force fighters to fight. I swear Dana said it a million times, but we'll see if it's true. Yeah, but he's usually saying we can't force fighters to take a fight. Is usually what he's saying. And he's usually just kind of shitting on them a bit. The only other good fight besides Cheetah versus Sandhagen is Cheetah. Manel Kopp versus Alex Perez is good. It's pretty good. Figgy beating O'Malley isn't a crazy. He could lock in a submission in seconds. Maybe. Did Andre Fialho get off the sauce? Why is the man getting dismantled? Didn't he just lose one fight, dude? Calm down. He lost to Jake Matthews. Isn't that it? Has he fought since then? Oh, never mind. He lost to Muslim Salikov. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he won 2 fights before that. I don't know what's going on with him. Dude was super active, and sometimes you just get a little overhyped, and Jake Matthews went out there and then looked good, and then Jake Matthews looked like shit after that, Looked like straight up dog shit after that. But maybe. Would Khamzat have the next title shot if he made weight in September? Yes. Yep. Yeah, the politician says he murders Colby in a rematch. Major cornball. Definitely. Damn, so you're pulling an all-nighter. I slept from about... I'm trying to think exactly what time I woke up. Probably 2:15, so probably an hour ago. I slept from about 10:30, somewhere around there till then. So I'm good. What happens a lot of times is I just take an hour or 2 nap, and then somehow I'm just good to go. Don't ask me how. I've been doing it since I was a kid. I used to stay up as a teenager from I would say 16 to 20, 22. There's times I would stay up for multiple days, and that would be perfectly fine with just an hour or 2 hours and a nap. I think it was what's crazy is I think it was last Wednesday into Thursday. I basically stayed up all night, and I didn't go to sleep until I want to say 5 that day, and I slept for 2 or 3 hours, and then I was good to go for the rest of the night. Sometimes I'll feel like really dead and have to like take like a crazy nap, but that's it. I don't remember the last time I slept for more than 5 or 6 hours is the most. It's really not good for you, but I've always had issues sleeping since I was a little kid. I used to take medication. It would help me. But I'm just not a big fan of taking medication all the time. And so I didn't. And now I'm just a maniac. I'm just an absolute maniac. My fiance saw me put my shirt on when I was leaving my room. She's like, "What are you even doing right now?" So I'm going to go see who might show up for a live stream right now. I got to see who the real OGs are. I got to see who the OGs are. All right? We're about to hit 10K. Before I start big timing everyone, I got to find out who's here for a 3 a.m. stream. You know, I'm going to start big timing people and saying, look, you weren't here for the 3 a.m. stream. We got all these subscribers now, bro. We got 10K. I don't care about your message anymore. So here I am. He got KO'd after he was way too active. Maybe that was the case. Cop Perez should be co-main. Agreed. Why do you think Khamzat is allegedly fighting next October? He took no damage in his last fight. Kind of crazy. He's finished physically in his prime right now. It's very weird. I think it's a combination of the UFC trying to set up the perfect fight for him. On top of that, the UFC is pissed that he missed weight for Nate. And I think the UFC could throw him Dricus. And they could be waiting for him to be ready to fight, honestly. Because Dricus is an easy win. Easy top 10 win. If Joe Rogan podcast had comments, imagine everyone spamming Congressman Masvidal. Yeah, that'd be hilarious. You can't comment on the podcast? I didn't know that. In your Cheeto versus Sandhagen prediction, you had people crying about you saying the word brutal. I know, and I like saying the word brutal. And I don't know why it upsets people. I just like saying the word brutal. I just feel like it's a funny word to say. And it's one of my favorite words to say on the channel, to be honest. And for some reason, people just get upset. And I just keep saying, he had his legs brutally chopped, and then he was shucked to the ground, and then brutally flash KO'd with brutal ground and pound elbows. And people just get upset about it. But hey, guys, do me a favor. Like this stream. We got to get this stream some likes. I got to remember everyone that was here. All right? And I got to know that, okay, we got 60 people here at 3 a.m. The channel's growing. I remember when I used to be hyped to have 10 people watching a stream. It may not seem like much to some, but to get 60 people here at 3 a.m. is crazy to me. He was finished by a brutal Boston Crab. Yeah, I need that. Joey was tossing and turning. He had to get up and execute a stream. Yeah. I got up. I started getting ready to jump on a stream. My fiance was like, "What are you doing? Go back to bed." And I just gave her a dirty look, and I said, she was like, "Go back to bed." And I just slapped her to the ground, and I put her right in the Boston Crab immediately in a brutal execution. And she was trying to go for the bottom rope to get the referee to break it, and I just relentlessly bent those knees back. So, I'm kidding. I made up that whole story. But she did wake up while I was leaving and was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm going to do a stream real quick." And she was like, and then she just went back to sleep. The brutal eye pokes. This is a brutal stream right now. It's brutally 3 a.m. We're brutally streaming. And, yeah, I had a referee on standby in the closet. Yeah. Yep. What's the guy's name? WWF referee. What was like the famous referee? Famous referee. I can picture his face. Oh, here he is. Of course, it doesn't show him. I wonder if he's still even alive. Earl Hebner. Is he still alive? Please tell me he is. Earl Hebner. I found him. Okay, he's still alive. Shout out to Earl Hebner. Retired in 2021? No way. Bro retired in he's 73, that's it? I swear he was old when I was watching. Earl Hebner was the OG of WWE referee. Yeah, I just pay him to be on standby in the closet. So that way, if my fiance starts talking back or anything, I'll put her in the Boston Crab. He can go like this in her face. You know how the referees be like trying to wait for him to tap and stuff? And, just pops out. Boom. And then as soon as she taps, he rings the bell. Yeah, I thought for a second Earl Hebner might have joined Dale. I would have been heartbroken. If I found out live on stream that Earl Hebner passed away, I'd be really upset. Best was when Stone Cold Steve Austin would guest ref, help someone in their match with a stunner, and then celebrate alone. It's crazy. I was looking it up. Stone Cold retired in like 2002. Brutal Boston Crab. If they didn't call it a brutal Boston Crab, imagine if Gilbert Burns put Jorge Masvidal on a Boston Crab. I'd die. I wonder in what capacity, like what fight can we look back on and say if he wanted to, he could have got the Boston Crab. Like who was super exhausted? Like do you think if Jack Shore wanted to, he could have put Makwan Amirkhani in the Boston Crab? Only the real ones here at a 3 a.m. stream? Yeah. Okay, where was I at? You built different. Joey, when's the last time you got 8? Never 8 hours of sleep. I don't remember, honestly. There was probably an instance, but I don't remember it. Khamzat would obviously fight this weekend if he could. UFC obviously passed. Pissed. I guess so. Who does the politician fight next after losing to Gilbert? I don't know. I wonder that myself. He's probably going to beg for Conor McGregor's corpse afterwards. Yeah, I was tossing and turning in bed, and the next thing you know, I heard Constantly Growing whispering from the corner, stream. And then I heard Hawk Lungs, MMA Joey After Dark. And then I heard Jack, get on Boston Crab. And then I was like tossing and turning, and I had all these figures just yelling YouTube slogans at me. And then I finally said, you know what? I'm going to jump on. Do you think Chimaev in the summer? I hope so. I hope we see Chimaev soon. I mean, it's crazy that his career is just wasting away. And why? For what? It's annoying. Joe, I remember a couple streams ago, you said whoever likes the stream in the next minute gets a cash prize. I don't think I said cash prize. I said a prize. And it's in the mail though. I put it in the mail, so you should get it any day now. By the way, but it wasn't a cash prize. It was like a ring. The people who like the stream in the next minute are getting ring pops in the mail. Robert Whittaker should put Pereira in the Boston Crab and call himself Boston Rob. Yeah, I guess so. Did you hear about the UFC fighter that got executed and then Khamzat has kind of filled his role? Yes. It's sketchy, man. It's sketchy. You never know with those types of guys. I definitely wouldn't be keeping their company. But those guys have families that live over there. There's not much they can do, and next thing you know, their whole family gets executed. You know what I mean? And we're not talking about like a John Anik, Colby Covington type of threat. We're talking about a real one. So, yeah. It's tough. It's tough. Edwards stripped? No, Edwards is not stripped. See the question mark. We have talked about, will he be stripped if he refuses to fight Colby? How awesome would it be if Colby gets submitted by Boston Crab by Edwards? That would beat the Usman head kick. That would definitely beat the Usman head kick. By far. I mean, how would that not beat that? I don't see how it wouldn't. Let's search UFC and click live. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing. There's just some UFC gameplay. That's it. MMA Joey After Dark. That's funny. That's actually really funny. Do you think we see Chimaev this summer? I hope so. Has a decent chance. Isn't a horrible matchup. Yeah, it isn't a horrible matchup. I think people are counting him out a little bit too much. I'm putting a sprinkle on Masvidal by KO. I think that's a good idea. Breaking. Leon Edwards stripped of the title. Colby Covington will now take on Khamzat Chimaev for the welterweight title at UFC 291. You know what's crazy? If the UFC really got pissed at Edwards, that's something they might do. It's possible. Yeah, it puts things in a whole different light when it comes to wins and losses in UFC and MMA. That is very true. Next emoji has to be someone in the Boston Crab, if that's possible. Maybe. It might be possible. I don't know. Paulo Costa signed a new 4-fight deal. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's going to be Khamzat Chimaev versus Paulo Costa next. You know, the UFC and Dana seem so adamant. They seem so adamant. He's fighting at middleweight. Paulo Costa's the fight to make. He's got to fight a top-ranked guy. But I'm wondering, are they getting ready for a Dricus du Plessis slaughter? They gave du Plessis the perfect path to the title. And I'm wondering if the reason they've done that, or as it worked out in the way they want to do it, where now he's going to get slaughtered, to be quite honest, by Khamzat Chimaev. They're going to sacrifice Dricus du Plessis to Khamzat. Don't be surprised if that's the next fight. Who has the hardest punch in MMA history? For me, it's Big Country, Roy Nelson, not Ngannou. Nah. It's either Ngannou or Rumble Johnson. All rest in peace. R.I.P. up there with Dale making left-hand turns. Leon did not get stripped, dude. Stop saying that. And if he did, it wouldn't have came out on a Thursday morning. Khamzat could get the Boston Crab on Dricus after he gasses for sure. For sure. I'm taking Leon by TKO in a fight versus Covington. Covington got clipped in his last couple of fights, and Leon has improved takedown defense. I just wonder if he wins with the Merab effect. Even if the takedown defense is good enough, if he's just getting constantly pressed up against the cage and controlled, that he isn't able to even fight at all. Why is UFC 4 always being streamed? It's so much worse than... Dude, EA Sports is a garbage company that makes garbage video games. Jorge versus Colby 2 for the welterweight title. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Israel Adesanya could have put Costa in a Boston Crab. He did a hell of a number on Paulo Costa. If Khamzat only fights once this year, I will be genuinely upset. Yeah, it's ruined his whole Aurora. You know? I feel like Khamzat had something special going on, and the UFC's ruining it, or he's ruining it. Whoever's the fault. 100%. It's annoying as hell. Mark Hunt also had a hard punch. Yeah, he had a lot of walk-off KOs. A lot of. The Merab effect. Make sure you guys know I've coined that. That's my phrase, the Merab effect. Know that was mine. I started that. I've started that. Conor McGregor has the hardest punch ever at featherweight. All right. I live in Finland, 1 hour away from Sweden, so if the UFC goes to Sweden, it would be cool to go and hopefully see Khamzat fight. Yeah, I think it would be awesome to go. I think you should go. You know, if it's an hour away, I wish I could go. I want to go to Sweden in general. I would love to go to Sweden. Hell, I might make it to that event, honestly. I might end up at that event. So I would definitely go if I was you. Did you see Sean Strickland tweet about Hasbulla? No. I don't pay attention to that type of shit. Kamaru Usman has the hardest ever. Okay, we get it. Breaking. Khamzat Chimaev found. Okay. After getting Boston Crabbed in his home in Stockholm. Could you imagine? If I was a criminal, I would definitely mug people and put them in the Boston Crab. Like, I would take their belongings and then put them in a Boston Crab and be like, you tell anybody about this, there's more coming. Don't call the police. And I just wrench back on the Boston Crab. And then right before I leave and I tell them, look, you tell anybody about this and there's more coming. And I'd brandish a shillelagh. And I'd be like, yeah. And I just smack it on my hand. And they'd run off like in the movies. But that's only if I was a criminal. I'm not a criminal, so I wouldn't be doing that. But if I was, I'm definitely Boston Crabbing them. What is the Boston Crab? It's basically the Walls of Jericho, if you're familiar with the Walls of Jericho. Joey, is it the next Swedish movie from Sweden with love? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Bigger cornball, Anik or Colby? Colby for sure. Anik's a cornball, but Colby's like scripting his lines and then stumbling over them. Jeremy Stevens had more power at 145. Yeah, when he hits guys, they don't move. Up late, man. Haha, what's up? I'm actually not up late. I'm up early, my friend. I went to sleep. I don't sleep for long periods of time ever. And yeah, some guy broke into my house. I Boston crabbed him, then I brandished a shillelagh. He ran off, and now I'm on stream. So here I am. I'm kidding. Nobody broke into my house. I'm just kidding. Yeah, but I went to bed. I was pretty tired earlier, and I got off stream, and I went to bed at around 10:30 p.m. Eastern time, and I was like, boom, I woke up, and I laid in bed for about a half hour, and I said, damn, I'm not going back to sleep. And then I messaged in the Discord, and they were like, oh, jump on stream real quick. Jump on stream. And I'm like, you know what? I think it'd be funny to see who shows up. So I'm literally wide awake. I am up for the day. I'm going to shower after this, maybe make a video, and then go about my day. And by the way, if I was John Anik, next time I seen Colby, I'd slap him too. You know, people say, oh, he's a fighter. He'd mess you up. He'd beat your ass, blah, blah. I don't care. I don't care. Now, I would just do it because I think it would be funny, not because I necessarily think that, you know, I wouldn't need retribution if I was him. But just because to go with the whole thing, drum up some interest, I'd smack him. I'd be like, yeah, don't disrespect me in the public eye. From Burger King to Harley Davidson to Toyota tires and Prime. Yeah, did somebody say the other day, yeah, Anderson Silva was never the same once he lost his BK sponsorship. Oh my goodness. We need to see Anik Colby power slap battle of the cornballs. Yeah, that is true. On September 30th, 2017, became the first fighter in mixed martial arts history to win a fight via Boston Crab. Hilarious, hilarious, hilarious. Breaking, MMA Joey arrested for unlawful use of a shillelagh and aggravated assault via Boston Crab. Early bird, enjoy, my man. I'm going to bed. Damn, you're going to bed late. Aren't you on the East Coast? I don't remember. I believe you're on the East Coast. So you're going to bed at 4 a.m., basically. I'm just shocked even I really thought this was going to be like a 20-person, like super intimate stream. Pause. Just a super intimate pleasure stream. And more people showed up than I would think. Leon beats everyone, fortunately. I don't know about all that. How did the Boston Crab thing even start it? Wouldn't you like to know, Stylebender? I could tell you, but then I'd have to Boston Crab you. That's what I'm going to start saying to people. When somebody asks me something, I'm going to say, I could tell you, but then I have to put you in the Boston Crab. What would your reaction be if John Anik gets pieced up by Colby? I would be like, oh my God, can you believe this? I can't believe this. This is so shocking. No, I wouldn't care. It is what it is. I would think Colby was a chump for picking on somebody. Fiziev went on Arrow's show blaming the stupid judges, and Arrow was cheerleading, saying he thought Fiziev clearly won. Fiziev lost round 2 and 3. I didn't even think it was that close. I'll have to go back and rewatch it, but I did not think it was that close. I said it. Okay. I said it. I don't know what that means. Fiziev literally said he thought he lost. Well, he did lose, so good for him. Andrea the Giant was French. I have no idea what you're talking about. How is Ronda Rousey doing in WWE? No idea. You have the Boston Crab. I have the figure 4 leg lock. Woo! We got Dunsky from Out of the Shadow Realm. What's good, Dunsky? Yeah. Dunsky's definitely coming from the Shadow Realm. I think somebody raised him from the dead. Dude was dead after the other stream. Looking like a straight up idiot. Embarrassment. I embarrassed him the other stream. Hear me out, guys. Sea-level BK is different. The elevation ruins the meat. Yeah, I agree. BK isn't the same at elevation. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I visited Dunsky's grave the other day, and I just looked at him. I put some flowers on his grave, and I said, "Easy." And I said, "You were warned. There's nothing I can say, but you've been warned, and you were warned. Warned, not warmed." 2-1, 2-1 grudge match. Islam and Volk versus Jones. Who wins? Probably Islam and Volk. Someone gets on the back and just locks in a choke. But that'd be funny to say. Healthy nerves, O'Malley versus Morningwood Cruz. Who wins? I don't even know what you mean by that. More like Dumsky? Yeah, that is true. Easy. Easy. Prime Anderson or Prime GSP? Probably Prime GSP. I think he'd be able to out-grapple him. Probably be able to out-grapple him. In real time, I thought I could have seen 2 rounds for Fiziev. By the end, there was no question he lost. Yeah, he clearly lost 2 and 3. Can you imagine as Congressman Holly, Holm, and O'Malley all won titles? Congressman, Holm, and O'Malley all won titles by the end of 2023? I'd be disgusted. Joey, what's your UFC main event record this year? I got 3 wrong so far. I got Andrade wrong, I got Usman wrong, and I got Piotr Yan wrong. So whatever that is, that's my 3 losses. I don't know how many main events there's been. I've done pretty good this year. Just the last few weeks have been off. Cruz said USADA busted into his hotel room while he was nude, and so new mythical fighter. Nude Dominic Cruz. I do every main event. What are you talking about, Richard? What are you talking about, Richard? Why on earth did Holm get re-signed for another? You gotta have 6 Apex main events, my friend. Holm is like 70 years old. I don't know why they're re-signing her. Yeah, I do every main event, at least every main event, but usually I do a couple fights per card with a full in-depth breakdown. The fights you care about. Haven't been by in a while, but been getting noticed. Why the hell have you been streaming at midnight recently? I don't know if I've been streaming at midnight recently. I don't know if I've been recently streaming. I streamed at 8 p.m. last night. So let's calm it down. Do UFC re-signed Holm? Okay, no. Modelo Brew for those who have. Yeah, I was gonna rock my black and gold befitting a champion, but I decided against it. I didn't want to get in an argument with my neighbor, and then next thing you know, I'm putting him into Boston Crab. You know how that goes. Easy. That's for sure. If I had money on Justin and Leon, so I didn't mind. I'm sure you didn't. Will we ever see super heavyweights? No. C-level Kane or Prime Ngannou? Prime Ngannou. Shaquille O'Neal would be super heavyweight. He's too big for 265. Yeah, but it wouldn't be athletic enough. At all. Is Izzy a little chinny? No. Cruz said an interview. Okay, read that. Yeah, if Congressman Holm and O'Malley be all won titles in 2023, I'd throw up. What percentage chance does Colby have against Leon? Honestly, a decent chance. I'd say 60%. But I'm on the fence right now, so I don't know. 1-3 in his last 4 main events. I think Joey's time is done here. Father Time is undefeated, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the dead corpse of MMA Joey. I started off hot. Joey, who's the most intellectual fighter? It's got to be Bryce Mitchell. He's got to be the smartest on the roster. Yeah. I'm saying you made predictions for all 9 main events this year. Yes. Yes, I have. So I'm 6-3 then. If there's not, I'm taking your word for it. If there's 9, then I've gotten 3 wrong. But I don't count Muniz versus Allen, so I didn't do a prediction for that one. But I did do a prediction for Nikita Krylov versus Ryan Spann, which I got correct. But ultimately, that ended up not being a main event, so I don't know how you want to look at that. What are you talking about? Prime Silva will put GSP to sleep. Maybe. I just got home from work. I can't believe you're pumping it out. Way to go. Yeah, I'm just pumping it. I'm just pumping it out, my friend. Thank you, Tobias. Appreciate you, Tobias. Why don't other MMA organizations do their own tough shows? Because it's a horrible format. First thing you do when you join Joey's stream is hit the like button, and you've been warned. Yeah. Guys, we got 80. I don't know how we have 80 people in here right now, but if you haven't already liked the stream, I would greatly appreciate it. Run up the likes. AutoZone Balloon Johnny Walker versus Sleepy Corey Anderson. Who wins? Corey Anderson. We've already seen that once. Did you hear about Guru challenging McKinney to a boxing match? No, I did not. Bro, Shock would definitely be athletic enough to compete at super heavyweight. I doubt it. He'd be too big. Do a NASCAR fan impression? Dude, I don't know if I can do that at 3 a.m., all right? 75% chance Colby wins. Okay, first thing you do, got that. That's better than Guru. Okay, doesn't matter to me. I'm just doing the best I can. Leon can trouble Colby. He fights well in the clinch. Also, Colby will not have a weight advantage. Do you watch The Ultimate Fighter? No, I do not. Why on earth would UFC ban Russian fighters? I don't believe they have. Pumping out that pleasure. Yeah, I'm just pumping out that pleasure. Just draining myself, pumping out that pleasure. You know how that goes. After dark stream. Anyone main event picks are better. Okay. Keep pumping it, Joey. We love it. Balls. Constantly cucking. What's good, bro? Okay. Dislike. Good. I appreciate it. Everything helps the channel. Thoughts on Guru? Don't have any thoughts. Don't watch him. Don't even really... Never knew his existence before I started an MMA channel. So, he's doing his own thing. I'm doing my own thing. And I'm happy to keep it that way. Joey, do John Anik chuckle? I don't have John Anik's chuckle. I don't even know what it sounds like. How did Molina get exposed? He said that he isn't how he wanted to come out. What did I have no idea. How good was Gina Carano? Not good at all. Why you do me like that, Dunsky? What did Dunsky do? What's a little hat for? What's that? I don't understand. Dude, the MMA Guru community sauce, I have no idea. I mean, I just know there's a lot of them that pop in here from time to time. And, I don't know. That's it. He makes fun of you a lot. Got to clap back. Dude, I don't care what another grown man is saying, okay? I do not care. I don't even... First off, I don't know that to be true. Second off, I don't care. I don't care. Like, I got better things going on in life than to worry about what some one-line person may or may not be saying about me. You know, just like people who come into the stream and type messages, oh, this and that, you're a dumbass, blah, 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 blah. You know, I don't care. I don't care. That shit doesn't bother me. I don't care at all. But, you know, if people want to try to encourage some type of, like, because people just want to drum up drama. They just want to drum up drama, okay? I'm going to stick to myself. Other people can stick to themselves. And look, I'll tell you this. If anybody's talking shit about me, right? If anybody's talking shit about me. And again, I don't really, I'm not getting my feelings hurt. The way I look at life is, right, if someone's talking shit about me, I'm not getting my feelings hurt at all. But if someone tries to, like, disrespect me in public, then if I see them in public, you got to just make it known, okay? So if anyone's out there online disrespecting me, if I see them in person, they're going into Boston Crab. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, all right? Going into Boston Crab. I may even set up a table and just put them through a table WWE style, okay? So, but I'm not worried about what another man's saying. So, but I'll get my retribution for anyone saying anything online by putting them in the Boston Crab, okay? Who do you got, Leon or Colby? I'm honestly leaning Colby right now. I just think he could do the Marab effect and just spam and spam and spam. And even if he's getting the takedowns, defend it. It's like Leon can't get any offense. And Leon's cardio is not good, whether it's at elevation or sea level. It's not horrible, but it's not good. I see some familiar names in chat. Okay. Should Bellator fires Coker and get someone who generates more interest? Maybe. Easy. Yeah, exactly. Easy. Look, if any MMA YouTubers out there talking shit, I'll snap them up, put them in the Boston Crab, and then after I'm done with them, I'll say easy, right? And I say, then I'll reach down in my belt line, I'll pull out a shillelagh, I'll brandish my shillelagh, and I'll say, you tell anybody about this, and we're gonna have trouble, bub. Okay? So, look, I'm never worried about online criticism by any means. I mean, think about it. I talk shit a little bit about fighters a little bit here and there. Not really like heavily, but you get my point. I say things they don't like. What are they going to do about it? Nothing. Damn, okay. Would Don King make a good MMA promoter? I don't even know. If Jorge loses his next fight, do you think he could fight Nick or Nate Diaz? That's probably who he's going to want. They thought about doing Nate Diaz versus Jorge too at one point in time. Who's more... Okay, dude, come on, calm down with that shit. Is Parker Porter the full embodiment of an MMA fighter, NASCAR fan? No. How dare you? How dare you? How are you still awake, Joey? Hardest working man in MMA YouTube. I'm always awake, Daniel. I'm always awake. Who is... Okay, come on, man. I don't care about that type of shit. Do you watch The Weasel? No. I don't watch any MMA YouTuber. And that's it. I barely knew The Weasel existed. We've gone through this so many times. I knew of absolutely zero MMA YouTubers before I started my channel. None. I did not watch a single MMA YouTuber, unless you consider I've seen a little bit of Ariel from the MMA Hour, Luke Thomas from the MMA Hour, and the MMA Beat back in the day. I don't count those as MMA YouTubers, but I literally never ever watched an MMA YouTuber before I started my channel, or knew of any before I started my channel. Just a tiny bit of The Weasel. That's it. I didn't even know his name, but I recognize his videos now from what I've seen, if that makes sense. I know it's the person I've seen before. Dude puts static images on the screen. And of course, now I pop around. I'll pop around. Like, a lot of my recommendations are like super small MMA YouTube channels, because I'll pop around and then raid them. Raid them from my stream to their stream. So now I get like recommended a lot of small MMA YouTube channels. Not that I'm not a small YouTube channel, but like I'll see a lot of MMA YouTube channels with like under 1,000 subs or somewhere around there, just because of the fact that I raid a lot of them. So I'll click on some of them, sometimes watch like 30 seconds a minute. But yeah. John Jones versus Parker Porter 2. That's the only fight to make. I'm taking Leon all the way. Colby wasted his prime. He's 35, been rocked in his last bouts. His shots don't have any power compared to Usman. He fought complete bums inside besides Usman. I don't disagree with you with everything you said. Well, what are you going to do with that shillelagh? Wouldn't you like to know? Joey also didn't know who Mr. Beast was. Now, I knew who Mr. Beast was before I started the channel. But it's not like I watched him religiously or anything. I mean, there's YouTube channels with millions of subscribers that I've never heard of. And I'm sure the same case can be said for you guys. Hold on a second. There we go. Why is Grasso ranked number 2 pound for pound? Women's pound for pound list is garbage. Colby by decision. It'll be like an RDA fight, kind of competitive, yet clear win for Colby, maybe. It's almost a year since I joined this fantastic community, Joey. My first stream of yours was the Ultimate Fighter finale fights. What fight card was that? What fight was that? I don't even remember. Should Colby be on the pound for pound list? No. Aljo or Cejudo? I think Cejudo takes it. I think Cejudo takes it for sure. I'm very confident in Cejudo. Joe, you going to do another live chat tonight at the usual time? I'm about to hit the hay. You can hit the hay all you want. I don't know what I'm bound to do. I'm an unpredictable man. I may be back. I may never be back. You may never see me live stream again. I may just close the channel. I may close the channel and never come back ever again. Maybe never make another video, another live stream. I'm tired of all these people picking on me, okay? I'm closing down the channel. I'm closing up shop. This will be the last time I ever live stream on YouTube. This will be my last stream. And then I'm out of here for life. Could you imagine if I just disappeared? Just never to show up again? What are you guys arguing about in the chat is the real question. I'm just skipping over it. Is Costa versus Chimaev in the works? I believe it may be. But that's just pure speculation. There's nothing to that. MMA Joey's a loose cannon. Never know what he's going to do. You've been warned. Yep. I'm a loose cannon, that's for sure. I'm a man of mystery. Joe, every stream, imagine if you disappeared. If I get kidnapped, I expect you guys to put out missing posters. But nonetheless, Gerald, I appreciate you joining the community. My fiance texted me and said, "You woke me up and now I can't go back to sleep." And I said, "Well, make sure you turn on the stream if you're bored." She's watching. She's watching the stream right now. She's enjoying it right now. She's probably smirking in the other room as she lays in bed. She's lucky I don't walk in there right now and put her in the Boston Crab. You know, matter of fact, I might go grab her by the hair right now, drag her into the office and Boston Crab her. Will you pay your ransom if you get kidnapped? Put her in the Boston Crab for interrupting the stream? Yeah, I know. She's got me texting on stream. I said, put on the stream. I said, put on the stream if you're bored. She said, it's been on. It's been on. Yeah, that's what I thought. Do you think Usman can come back and have some knee growth before his return? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, Joe, if you get kidnapped, I contact CBS so 48 hours can make a show about you and the channel can hit 10K in no time. I think a kidnapping might be good for the channel, to be quite honest. That might be an approach I have to take. Boston Crab will put her out? Yeah. I'll put her out with the Boston Crab. She'll pass out from pain. Did the MMA community overhype a bit Petr Yan? I mean, he's pretty much beaten old retired MMA fighters like John Dodson. Now, he's better than Aljamain Sterling, in my opinion. And he didn't even look bad against Merab. So, no, I do not think he was overhyped. Did some people underestimate fighters that he fought? I guess so. But I still think he's better than Aljamain Sterling, 100%. Usman has bum knees. Okay. If Alex Pereira wins, is he fighting Jamal Hill next? No. Nope. 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 No. No. I do not believe, because the light heavyweight division is already backed up a little bit. How tall am I? 6'3". Joey, I'm headed to the ER in an ambulance right now due to Boston Crab damage. Yeah, maybe that's what happened to Kamaru Usman when he was younger. Somebody put him in a Boston Crab, and that's why his knees have never been the same. But yeah, with light heavyweight, you have Jamal Hill, you have Yuri Prohaska. Alex Pereira is not going to slip in there anytime soon, I don't think, unless Yuri Prohaska is going to be out for a substantial period of time. Hey, Joey, I saw Adam Sandler today getting into a vehicle. Can you just think for a second how crazy it is to be that famous? That is a very weird message, but I guess so, yeah. I'm glad you saw Adam Sandler. Round of applause. I know you must be... We've been on here for 52 minutes? I thought I've been on here for 15 minutes max. That's crazy. Joe, you have a special love for Jan, stronger than most marriages. Shut your mouth. How about that one? Do you think Yuri versus Hill goes if Yuri comes back 100% recovered? Honestly, Jamal Hill may KO him. I don't know, though. Yuri's one of those guys that has a really good chin, but one of these days it's going to go. And Jamal Hill might be the guy. Jamal Hill might be the guy. Alex Pereira watching the stream right now thinking about Boston Crab and Izzy. I can't wait till the day we see a Boston Crab in MMA. That'd be a hell of a day. That'd be better than the first time, you know, that we put people on the moon. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise if you are streaming. I read that in Joe Martinez's voice, or Joel Martinez. I don't even know his name. Dude, Frankie Edgar, I don't know how to describe it, but he has knocked out cold face and head shape, but it's weird, but I don't know what that message said. You are a Boston Crab? Okay. Your mom's a Boston Crab. How far do you think Conor would have gone in the division if he never fought Mayweather? It's hard to say. It's impossible to say, to be quite honest. It's impossible to say. But I don't think he would have done particularly amazing. I was never high on him even after he KO'd Aldo, to be quite honest. The MMA community overrates Khamzat a bit? Maybe. Maybe. If Aljo beats Cejudo, will you finally give him his respect? No. No, I will not. I will never give him his respect. Dude faked his way to a title. What an embarrassment I think he is. Faked his way to a title. Faked his way. But yeah, he probably does deserve it. But I don't think he beats Henry Cejudo. Joe, would you rather watch Congressman fight for a title or watch Paddy Pimblett fight again any opponent? I'd rather watch Paddy Pimblett fight against any opponent. Because at least that's not undeserved. You know? I'm tired of watching this clown show. This ultimate clown show. With Colby, or not Colby, Masvidal fighting for a title. I'm not going to lie. I would think about skipping that pay-per-view. Because it would be so undeserved and it would be so ridiculous. Why are the majority picking Sandhagen? He lost to Jan, who apparently sucks all of a sudden. Jan does not suck at all. And I think it's because you look at Marlon Vera. He was losing rounds to Dominic Cruz. He lost 23 minutes of a 25-minute fight against Rob Font. And Sandhagen's just more diverse in his attack. I like Sandhagen. I think Cheeto will be too powerful for him. We'll see. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that fight. That's an amazing matchup. I hope it just turns out to be a good fight. But yeah, I didn't know the majority were picking Sandhagen. Is that the consensus? Let me know in the chat. Who are you picking, Marlon Vera or Cory Sandhagen? Let me go look on Tapology and see who people are picking. It's 50-50. It's right down the line. It's right down the line. Who's picking? I'd like to know the 2% picking Sandhagen by sub. I'd like to know that one. I could see Vera losing the majority of the fight but getting a late finish. That could happen. Sandhagen decision. I'll have to go with Sandhagen. Even though you lose rounds, he doesn't take damage. Okay. I think we will see a finish in this Saturday's main event. It'll be a brutal finish by either fighter. I'm picking Sandy. Stop calling him Sandy. Sandhagen TKO. Vera by round 4 TKO. Dude, if Vera TKOs Cory Sandhagen, that'll be massive. Dude, don't worry about my cheeks, bro. Don't ever worry about another grown man's cheeks. Okay? Worry about your own cheeks, okay? Before I Boston Crab you. Sandhagen by sub, dead. Maybe he hurts him. Yeah, don't worry about another man's cheeks ever. How'd you score Leon Usman 3? I thought it was a draw. You're so right about Aljo. A gentleman warrior would have never had a trainer carry the belt, never touching himself. That's a very shameful thing to wear that belt and be photographed with it. Dude embarrassed himself. Yeah, Sean P., you've been warned. Marlon Vera by 5th round, Boston Crab. I was thinking the same thing. You read my mind. But yeah, we got another grown man worrying about another grown man's cheeks live on stream. Leon Usman 3 was pretty clear as day to me. I agree. It was a pretty clear draw. I mean, I can't believe anyone's saying domination. Vera, trying to help you, fam. You slacking? Cheek police in the chat. Yeah, it was a draw. It was a 3-2 Leon, and it was a draw because of the point deduction. What's your opinion of Khamzat going from fighting 2 times in 2 weeks to fighting 2 times in 2 years? Just a combination of terrible factors. He got sick, severely sick for a while, had issues, came back, fought Li Jingliang, then fought Gilbert, and then he fought Kevin Holland, which was basically pointless. I mean, we all knew what he was going to do to Kevin Holland, right? He could have Boston Crab Kevin Holland if he wanted to. So, yeah, I don't know. It's super disappointing. I think it's mistakes by Khamzat, mistakes by the UFC, and unfortunately, bad luck. All my memories of Frankie are him getting flatlined in the most brutal ways. That flying knee KO by Cory Sandhagen was incredible. Holloway or Allen, I'm 50-50. I might pick Allen, a young buck, to come up and take out the former champ. But I may pick Holloway to send back the new contender. How would you predict Sandhagen versus Sugar O'Malley, seriously, if it wasn't mentioned already? At this point, I'd probably take Sandhagen, but that'd be an amazing matchup, and I think it'd be a close fight. But that'd be an amazing Uh, that'd be an amazing back and forth striking battle. If I donate $100, will you do a jumping jack on stream? What a weird request. No, but you can donate $100 though. I'm not for sale. I'm not some bum on the corner, my friend. Look, I got people in the chat willing to send $100 without any jumping jack. All right, someone's gonna send one right now and just rub it in your face, pot pie. So, O'Malley versus Vera 2 prediction. I don't know. I lean O'Malley. But Vera, I mean, those brittle legs of O'Malley. I just can't trust. And I don't trust the cardio of O'Malley in a 5-round fight. So I might go Cheeto. Late stoppage in a fight that he's probably losing. Joey tried so hard to say Michael Bisping never KO'd. What? I don't even know what you're talking about. Here in Holland, it's 8:59. I was listening to you 6 hours ago live. You deserve 100K followers real quick. Respect. Thank you, Salem. Appreciate you, Salem. Appreciate you very, very much. Khamzat got married too. Getting serious to family life. Okay. O'Malley beats Cheeto after he beats Sandman. If Cheeto wins, they better make O'Malley Cheeto too. They better make it. Chimaev needs Mike Dolce. Is Mike Dolce even still around? He was like the fake guru before there was fake gurus. You know, before there was the Joshua Fabia. So I wonder. I truly wonder. What is he still working with a lot of fighters or no? Joe, when you get your 100K YouTube plaque, where in your office are going to put it? I don't know. Probably somewhere like on a shelf behind me. It's a split decision. It's a split decision. What? Sean O'Malley wins? What? Straight up robbery. Is that a quote for me? Is that a quote for me? I want O'Malley Merab. Yeah. Hey, cutie. Thoughts on why Chimaev hasn't fought yet? I think it's a combination of factors. I think it's people turning him down. I think the UFC's pissed at him for missing weight against Nate Diaz. And I think it's been indecisiveness about his career between him and the UFC. The UFC helps try to guide these guys' careers. And I think they've kind of been going back and forth probably at what's the right thing to do now. After the weight miss. But thank you. I appreciate you calling me a cutie. I really do. It actually melts my heart. So, I appreciate it. Yeah, O'Malley Merab would be a dream of mine. And it's actually a very compelling matchup. A very, very, very compelling matchup, to be quite honest. Dude's still worried about a beard. Not sure what Dolce does now. However, Chimaev and his coach saying, Dana saying 185 would guess. Who does Dolidze fight next? Choose close fight with a top 5 guy. I don't know. I don't know who Dolidze fights next. He's got to fight way back in the rankings now, I would say. Maybe Nasruddin Imavov. I think that kind of makes sense. Nasruddin. Good night, Joey. I'm hitting the hay. Maybe back if you can't sleep. If I can't sleep and you're still live, you'll never be back. Go to sleep. This is the last stream I'm ever doing. If you guys missed the announcement earlier, I've decided to close the channel. That's why I'm streaming at such an odd time. It's going to be the last stream on the channel. Sean P. The P stands for Predator. Dude creepy. Dude's worried about another man's cheeks. I think O'Malley may have the length and precision to catch Merab. It could happen. It could happen. O'Malley Merab will be fun. O'Malley has good knees, front kicks to the body, and uppercuts that can give Merab issues. It's an interesting stylistic matchup for sure. Don't get me wrong. It's an interesting matchup for sure. I just think Merab would suffocate him, get him down, and just control him. I don't even think O'Malley necessarily would be able to get up. It would be a matter of can he stuff the takedown, and with Merab shooting 150 shots per round, I don't think he would. But sign me up. I think the UFC should make it. They're ranked 1 and 2. I'm glad Merab took over O'Malley in the number 1 spot. O'Malley should really still be hanging out like number 6, number 7 even. He didn't beat Petr Yan. He should not be ranked. He's ranked in front of Marlon Vera and Petr Yan, who both beat him. So best case scenario, O'Malley should be like 4. Max versus Allen is like Fiziev, Gaethje all over again. Will be fireworks and people count Max out like they did Justin. Yeah. Yep. It's going to be very interesting. I think Jan's biggest problem was not having kicks. I don't know. I don't know what his problem was, but he could not deal with Merab crowding him. Yeah, so hold on 1 second. I love how Sean still claims he didn't lose to Cheeto when he got put out cold. He got brutally flash KO'd and then stretchered out of the cage. Somebody give this man a trim. Yeah. Send Dunsky back to the Shadow Realm. Dunsky's an idiot. He's like 12 years old. I don't even pay him no mind. I don't pay him no mind. I tried to make peace. You've been warned. I've made my peace. Look, I don't think you're giving Sean a fair shake. I don't think you're giving Sean a fair shake, okay? I really don't. But it's 4 a.m. I think you need to give him a fair shake at this point in time. The dead corpse of Chris Weidman still wants to fight. Please just retire. He needs to, for sure. He was horrible before he broke his leg. Imagine what he's going to look like now. But I respect him. Dude wants to get back in there. I think he even said he still thinks he can be champion. I don't know who's going to break that news to him. I don't know who's going to break that news to him. Henry C. will be cool returning. I'm excited. Mildly. Not like crazy excited or anything. Dunsky doesn't get a fair shake either. He does. Dunsky got a fair shake, and he's a clown. Stretchered out while in tears, then claims Cheeto didn't beat him. Sean would have been a dead man in the streets. Yeah, Cheeto could have easily Boston grabbed him if he wanted to. Sean got that Stephen A. Smith joint working for him? Yeah, I guess so. Weidman versus Ian Cutelaba could be a winnable fight for Chris. Cutelaba ain't UFC. Imagine they book him against Cutelaba after he loses to Tanner Boser, and then he gets brutally KO'd. That would be really, really, really embarrassing. That would be really embarrassing. I would be really, really sad about that one. I mean, could you imagine he gets brutally slept by Ian Cutelaba? Yeah, that'd be horrible. That'd be actually horrible. It'd be an embarrassment to Chris Weidman's legacy. Would be. But that's the way it works sometimes. I guess. Life isn't always fair. Why are you calling me a clown, Joey, while I'm here supporting you? Because I enjoy doing it, you clown. Dunsky sitting up at 4 a.m. clowning in a YouTube chat. Couldn't be me. My boy doesn't do combat sports. He just does UFC. Okay. How many push-ups can you do? Depends. Am I wearing my Venom gear or not? Aljo's a weight bully. I don't necessarily agree with that one. I do not necessarily agree with that one. But, okay. Whatever. Weidman's dad impression. That is still my boy. That was one of the cringiest, funniest moments in MMA history. Honestly. Hilarious. Dude needs to stop the spam. Who's spamming really? I don't really see anybody spamming too much. I'm ready for that too. Biggest clown on YouTube tries to insult me. Who are you talking about, bro? Aljo's way bigger than his opponents. I don't think he's that much bigger. Calm it down, my friend. It's not that big of a deal. I can't believe it's 4 a.m. and we're streaming right now. This is a first. This is a first. I should have done a video instead, but I'm gonna do a video tomorrow evening. Top 3 things I hate about UFC 287. Boom, that ought to be a doozy. I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 things I hate about UFC 287. I have 6 things. You think Piotr sometimes sits at night grinding his teeth? If only if I didn't throw that knee, I could be champ. Yeah, probably. Hey, Joey, what's up? What's going on? You packing under or over 3 inches? The best way to find out is to ask your mother. Here we go. Evil, here we go. Yeah, that was pretty cringy, too. Y'all need to stop beefing. Who's beefing? Who's beefing? I like how we got Bo, low blow, nickel. Okay. And he deletes his message immediately after I said that. I don't know what's going on there. I have no idea what's going on there. Yeah, the here we go evil. I like how you said, Joey, do you like my name after I already said, yeah, it's a funny name. Yeah, Bo, low blow, nickel. I agree. I agree. Dude hits people in the groin before he takes them down. That's just the way it is, though. Dude cheated to beat Jamie Pickett. Good morning, Joey. I'm getting up, reading the stock market futures, and you're up too. That I am. That I am. Another thing was Sean Brady getting slept by Bilal was embarrassment. Brady must retire. That was crazy. That was crazy. And you know what's funny? My early prediction was Bilal. And then I switched. I got swayed. People were saying, oh, nah. And I kind of got swayed, and I saw Bilal get controlled a little bit up against the fence, and I was like, I'm going Sean Brady here. You should take the MMA point approach? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Battle of the pillow hands, Covington versus Bilal. Bilal has more finishing ability than Colby. He has more finishing ability. Another thing, Sean Brady getting... Okay, yeah, yep. People forget that Chiesa almost slept Brady. That's a bit of an exaggeration, isn't it? If it would have been a 5-round fight, he would have won, though. Yeah, because Brady was completely gassed. Completely gassed out. Do you think UFC will change their mind on giving Colby a title shot after all the backlash or tell everyone to go out? They may change their mind. They may change their mind. I don't know, though. That's why Bilal gets a shot when Colby's champ. It's winnable for Colby. It's crazy to me that Colby's going to get it. Dude, Colby didn't even look good against Tyron Woodley on his way out. Tyron Woodley was already on a 2-fight losing streak. Colby beat him and didn't even look good doing it. MMA and pointer sellouts. What makes them sellouts? Aren't they one of those corny channels that do like those corny like voiceovers with like weird lists? That's okay. Yeah, Bilal slept Sean Brady badly. Beat him up badly. Chiesa in the rankings still. Yep, he's fighting Li Jingliang. How would you feel about Sean Brady took down JDM and submitted him? Because I know it's very possible. That'd be crazy. But it is very possible. Sean Brady has great grappling and great takedowns. Sean Brady was like that upcoming guy. And he got sent to the back by Bilal Muhammad. Colby arguably gave some of the best fights to Usman when he was dominating everyone. Yeah, but losing 2 fights doesn't make you a title contender, my friend. I hate to break it to you. Regardless of who you're fighting. I mean, just like list of historical moments type videos. They can help grow your channel. That's not the type of channel I'm trying to grow. That's not the type of audience I'm trying to attract. That's not the cloth from which I am cut, as John Anik would say. Bilal is overrated. I don't think Bilal is overrated at all. If anything, he's underrated. Imagine Colby gets the belt and they give Congressman a shot, but even if he loses to Burns because it will, quote, sell. That'd be an embarrassment to the sport. Honestly, I might stop watching. If that happened, I might literally stop watching. I literally might stop watching. Bilal couldn't finish a fly. I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one, and so is Sean Brady. Bilal TKO'd Wonderboy. The ref just didn't stop it. I don't even remember. I remember him out grappling Wonderboy. I swear if Bum Vidal gets a title shot, Dana deserves to get power slapped and Boston crabbed while he's out cold snoring. Yeah, I would agree with you. Colby's finish rate, sub-average, is higher than Bilal. Okay. How many finishes does he have in the UFC? 1. And the one finish against Colby doesn't even count. He might have 2. I think he has 2. Let's see. In the UFC, is a TKO win over Tyron Woodley where they were just on the ground. He wasn't going to get the finish. And Woodley just injured his rib going for a guillotine. He finished Max Griffin and got a submission. So he's got a couple UFC finishes. I'm wrong. But we're talking back in 2014. Fighting a guy that doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. He finished 2 guys that don't even have Wikipedia pages. And then Jonathan Medner. So he has 1, 2, 3 finishes pre-2017. And then 1 finish since then. 2 finishes since then, technically, because the Woodley one. Or no, if you don't, I said pre-2017. So since 2017, so in the last 6 years, he has 1 finish, and it's not even a real finish. Chael would say you're on the 420. Okay. We've seen a lot of up-and-comers get sent back recently. Gamrot, Brady, Fiziev, Bryce Mitchell. That is very true. People get hyped up on him too much. Colby's by far elite and well-rounded at welterweight. The most elite? Well, why isn't he champion then? I'd say Edwards is more well-rounded than Colby. I would agree. Who remembers the dead corpse of Marlon Moraes folding Aljo like a lawn chair? He didn't fold him. He stiffened him. I wouldn't say that's folded like a lawn chair. Take a shot every time Joey says Boston Crab, Boston Crab, Boston Crab. Edwards should be stripped? Nah. But if he tries to keep Colby from getting a shot and then fights Burns or fights Masvidal, I'd be embarrassed for him. And I'd be pissed. Shavkat must laugh at these fighters sometimes. He's chilling with a 100% finish rate. I know. 17 fights, all 17 finishes. That's crazy. That it really is crazy. And he's fought some decent competition. But yeah, Shavkat, what a third round finish to pull it out against Jeff Neal with a third round rear naked choke to save his 100% finish rate. If he refuses to fight Colby, he'll 100% be stripped. I don't necessarily think so. It's very possible, but I don't necessarily think so. Colby's resume, yeah, he has one of the worst resumes in the UFC right now. But he wants the belt, so he'd probably take the belt. I would love if Leon said, look, I'd rather fight Shavkat. Yeah, Burns could beat Leon. I think Burns could beat Leon. I'm not saying he definitely would. Dana said no matter what, Colby's next. Things change. Dana lies all the time too. Colby makes one comment that pisses Dana off. He should fight Bilal. Leon should, yeah. Colby went toe-to-toe with Kamaru. Yeah, and lost. He lost. He went toe-to-toe and lost. Got finished 1 out of the 2 times. Literally, a referee had to save Colby Covington from death against Kamaru Usman. Had to save him from death. Yeah. I'm gonna stand by that. I'm gonna stand by that 100%. Let me see something real quick. Okay. Who's all here? Let me know if you're lurking in the chat. I want to know who showed up for a 4:30 a.m. live stream. If you're lurking in the chat right now, just listening, send a message in the chat. Let me know that you're here. Dana caught Colby with more strippers in the casino. Only way Dana promised him a title shot. Okay. Who remembers when Colby pulled up on Dana in the casino and was recording him, and Dana was like, had some woman leaning up against him, and immediately she just left. Immediately she just left, and Dana was like, dude, chill with that. I'm still here. Colby fought Tyron, pre-existing cracked ribcage. Okay. What's up, Enigma? 8:20 in London. Get ready for work. I'm in Winnipeg at 3:20 a.m. Tobias is in Winnipeg. What a name Tobias is. Who else is here? There's got to be. There's like 15 people talking in the chat, and there's 80 people here. If you're lurking, let me know. I got to make sure I remember who was here for a 4 a.m. stream. I'm just up smoking. Okay, Phil. No. Eric Swag said no. Sack Silson is here. 9:30 here in the Netherlands. Yeah, let me know where you're from. Put in the chat where you're from right now, because I'm curious where you're watching from at this hour. At this early morning hour. I couldn't imagine. It's 7:20 p.m. in Australia. That's crazy. Phil's from West Virginia. United States Pacific Time. Amsterdam. Italy. Usually I'd be lurking, falling asleep to your live stream. Easy listening to without all the yelling. Oh, so the MMA Joey YouTube channel, some easy listening. 3:20 a.m. Chicago. That's crazy. Arizona. Ontario, Canada. Got work in 3 hours. Lil Seal. What's going on? Yorkshire, England. Lockport, Illinois. Yeah, you guys are crazy. You guys are maniacs. Listening to the stream at this odd hour. But that's the fun of YouTube. You can do whatever you want at any time you want. 4:22 p.m. in Perth, Australia. That's pretty crazy. It's not 3 a.m. in Chicago. Why? Who said that? It's in Chicago, 1 hour behind. Milwaukee. 3:20 in Mexico, p.m. Is that p.m. or it's a.m.? This is my Friday night. Time to party. All right, Tobias. Get to partying. Welterweight Championship coming home in massive wave of... I don't know what you're saying there. Illinois. The S is silent. Does everyone pronounce it that way, though? I feel like most people say Illinois. But I know what you mean. It's Illinois. But thank you for letting me know. Is Chicago here too? What's up, John O? Make some noise if you are ready. Make some noise if you are ready. Yeah, I'm just so happy that that we're here. It's a great day. Every day you wake up, it's a great day. Because some people go to bed and they don't wake up in the morning. So we're all alive. We're here enjoying, discussing MMA. And what more can we ask for? What more can we ask for than 4:30 a.m. MMA discussion? So Last time I told you, you took it as disrespect. I never took it as disrespect. If it sounded like I did, I was joking. I'm easy listening, I'll tell you that much. Welterweight championship coming home. Okay. I don't know why it crossed my mind, but why don't Colby and Bilal just fight and the winner gets Leon? That's what should happen. Scared you might go to sleep because you might stop breathing. You never know. It happens all the time, I'm sure. Would you do a 24-hour stream once in your lifetime? No. I couldn't survive. Unless I was going to make literally life-changing money, there's no way I'd do a 24-hour stream. Chicago deep dish Pisha. Okay. Pisha. I don't know why I pronounced it that way. It's 3:24 in Chicago, Milwaukee, and Detroit. Is that what you're saying? Bilal says Colby been ducking him forever now, I believe. Yeah, he said he was offered the fight on the 286 card. What's up with the Leon situation? The UFC wants him to fight Colby. Leon doesn't want to fight Colby because Colby's turned him down before. And Colby doesn't deserve a title shot. So now Leon's saying, I'm not signing a contract to fight Colby. I'm not giving Colby a title shot. And now it's going to be him versus the UFC figuring out what's going on there. So it's going to be very, 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 very interesting to see what happens there. Joey, why are you still up? I'm not. I woke up. I just woke up before I started the stream. So if you guys are watching and you're not subscribed, subscribe. I do these streams all the time. Good to see your growth, Joey. All BS aside, I was here before 2K subs. When did you find the channel? Do you remember? Do you remember one of the first videos you saw? But if you were here since 2K, I greatly appreciate you. That's crazy. We're finally getting towards 10K. It seems like it's taken forever. I can't believe it. With like 20 people in chat. I know. Now we got 70 some. And it's 4:30 a.m. That's wild. That's genuinely wild. Imagine Edwards is the next Ngannou. Good. Show the UFC what's what. UFC 170 is the drama queen division? Yes, it is. It is. Joey, if Mr. Beast handcuffed a briefcase in your arm and said stream 24 hours and take what you can from that? What do you mean? Like there's money in it? For a substantial amount of money, yeah. For sure, I would. Joey, even though Fiziev lost, he's still one of my favorite fighters to watch. Agreed. Agreed. 100%. I was here 1,400 subs. First stream, I was Ultimate Fighter finale. Usman fight. Oh, Usman's brother. Let's take a look, see. Muhammad Usman. When did he fight? Let's take a look. He fought on the Santos versus Hill card, which was August 6th. August 6th. Let's take a look, see at something. On August 6th, I had 4,300 subscribers. So you've been here pre-5,000 subs. So that wasn't the first 1,400 subs, you liar. Leon's just saying it to get more money, maybe. Has the picks been done already? What are you talking about? Leon Edwards doesn't have knockout power. Agreed. If Leon keeps acting like Francis, he will end up fighting in Bellator. Yeah, for sure. You wonder if Fiziev would be able to make 145? I don't think he would. Do you feel like Usman is going to go through the same decline that Tyron Woodley went through? No, but I think he's going to have a lot of trouble with some of these up-and-coming guys like Shavkat, and he's only going to get older and slower. But I don't think he'll have the drop-off that Woodley had. Woodley had a terrible drop-off. I think people comparing it to that are a little bit crazy. A little bit crazy. But you never know. You never know. Usman's getting older. He got slept 2 fights ago. You never know what could happen. I don't think he'll ever be champ again. It's just going to be too hard to get that opportunity. And depending on who's champ, if Shavkat could be champ by the time he gets the next opportunity, and that could be 2 years from now. So it's going to be tough to see. I thought you gave your opinion on the fights coming up. I do, but this is just a random live stream. We're just talking about whatever. Ask about a fight in particular, and I'll answer it. After a pay-per-view, I was just looking for a reaction. Fair enough. I'd have to roundhouse kick if I give you my location, so no. Fair enough. Leon better accept the fight with Colby, I'm telling you, or his run will be over. Wouldn't shock me, but I don't think they would. Joe, what do you make of Conor claiming he's figured out Dagestani wrestling? I don't believe a word Conor says. So I don't make anything of it, to be quite honest. I don't make anything of it. I mean, imagine if you took everything Conor said at face value. Yeah, you would believe a whole lot of stupid stuff. A whole lot of stupid stuff. So, yeah, I don't buy it at all. I don't buy it at all. Yeah. I'm just taking a look at something real quick. That hurts. That hurts real bad. Okay. Joe, do you think Pereira KOs Adesanya again? I'm going to say no, but I don't know. Nate Landwehr figured out Dagestani wrestle. Yeah, Conor's whole face changed. That man's definitely juiced up for sure. It looks like his head's grown, too. It looks like his head's straight up grown. YouTube keeps recommending me your Joshua Fabi video. It's because you're watching the channel. It's a popular video on the channel. Do you think Conor's been roided up on his time off? For sure. 100%. Hey, Joey, Late Night Gang. What's up? What's going on? We went an hour and a half already, guys. We went an hour. We'll probably go for a little bit longer, then I'll jump off. But it's been crazy to get the stream and pop in on stream. I'm surprised this many people showed up. I didn't think anybody would show up. But we got a great community. Just watched John Wick 4 Masterpiece. I'm probably going tonight to see John Wick 4, actually. You enjoyed it? I'm glad. Have the fight sucks and fight turn down started since recent, or has it always been a thing? It's always been a thing. This has always been going on, and Dana's claiming guys are ducking fights when they're not actually ducking fights, and it just never ends, to be quite honest. This has been going on for ages. Yeah, it's just the way the UFC rolls, I guess. Never ending. Dana says he doesn't want to fight. Dude was saying John Jones was scared of Ngannou. And then look how quick he changed his story up. Look how quick he changed his story up. So. But there's actual fighters turning out fights all the time. And that's the way it is. I'm looking for something here. Dude, Conor's face tape has changed since Irish stirred over. Even his voice is mad deep. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Conor apparently has to do two clean tests instead of 6 months. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It could be either way. But yeah, if he only has to do 2 clean tests, that's not fair. Bilal versus Colby, who wins? Probably Colby on volume. But I could see Bilal chinning him. Who's the guy that fought at 286 that always spits and jumps into his corner's arms? He didn't fight at 286, did he? You're talking about Jordan Levitt? Shavkat versus Chimaev, who wins? I don't know. But I need to see that fight. And it's unfortunate that we may never see it. Before you go to bed, give us your best pick on the card. Cory Sandhagen. Yeah, he didn't fight on 286, but he did just fight. It's Jordan Levitt. Maybe. Oh, you talking about Johnny Walker, maybe? I know he did that too. It's crazy we got to be specific about what fighter jumps into their coach's arms. The Woodley effect, I don't think we're going to see the Woodley effect. You ever realize how Cheetah looks different in every single fight? I know. That he does. Dude has changed massively over the years. It's crazy how different he looks. It's crazy how different he looks. Absolutely crazy. My ear itches. MMA fighting. Rafael Cordero. Any current top 15 UFC lightweight would destroy Conor McGregor. Lol. He most likely... dude, he's married and has kids. Jordan Levitt does. Quite a bit of jiu-jitsu by Mr. Wick. He watched a few Charles Oliveira fights. I'll have to check it out. I might see it tonight, so I'll let you know. Do you agree with Edwards getting stripped? Literally just got the belt. No. I don't think he will get stripped, but he may. There's a chance. If he keeps turning down the fight over and over again, he may get stripped if he doesn't bend to the UFC's will. Marlon is surprisingly formidable lately. Got to pick him. He's full of surprises. Yeah, I know what you mean, dude, but Cory Sandhagen's going to be a tough challenge for him, for sure. It's going to be a very tough challenge. But, yeah, I have to go Cory Sandhagen. I like Marlon Vera. He's one of my favorite fighters, but I just don't think he can get past Cory Sandhagen. It's going to be tough. He's going to have to find a finish, or he's going to have to find quite a few moments where he hurts Cory Sandhagen. She found another girl's Venom gear. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. If Beneil wins and doesn't get a title shot, what does that mean? Islam's ducking him, or UFC doesn't want him as champ? UFC doesn't want him as champ. I don't think Islam would duck him. Do you want the most annoying pet peeve after a UFC win done by a fighter? Mine's the NBA jump shot. Yeah, that's horrible. But I don't know. I hate the backflip, honestly. I hate the back. I'm like, they're going to blow out a knee or something. I hate the backflip. It makes me cringe every time. Tell her the Venom gear is hers. I agree. Why do I not remember that this Alex Perez guy, he's fighting Cop this weekend? Alex Perez lost to Pantoja in his last fight, I believe, and then he fought Figgy for the belt the fight before that, I think. Yeah, that O'Malley jump shot was corny as hell. For sure. But, guys, we went almost 2 hours at 3 a.m. So, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get a shower. It's almost 5 a.m. 287 main card is stacked. There should be a video out tomorrow evening. Top 3 things I hate about UFC 287. So look forward to that. Do me a favor. Check out my Cory Sandhagen versus Marlon Chito Vera prediction video. Watch everything on the channel. Go rewatch the live chat that I did earlier tonight. And I appreciate you guys joining me. I'm shocked this many people showed up. Thank you guys for joining me. Like the stream. Subscribe to the channel. And maybe I'll be back on Thursday night. So maybe I'll be back in, 15 or 16 hours. I appreciate you all. Good morning, good night, adios, good afternoon, whatever it may be. Enjoy the rest of your day. And that's it. I'm out of here. Goodbye. Adios.